This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Arakai, Kadash. Double honor to all the elders and apostles, GMS that taught me the truth. Peace and shalom to my falakin that are pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity. This is the brother Shaw coming back at you with another lesson, and Lord willing that is edifying. And as you know, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai creates good and evil. And to the Christians, whenever something good happens, it's the Lord. But when something bad happens, it's the devil. You know. But contrary to what they think, the scriptures actually tell you what's going on, man. All right. And the Lord is judging this place. And it's just that simple, man. And he's judging it through chaos, through famine, through riots, through war, through plague and pestilence, man. All right. Also, wild animals. There was a video of a loose damn tiger in the Houston neighborhood, man. Where the hell does a tiger come from? You know, look, man, it's getting real, man. It's getting real. All right. But as you know, there was a lot of flooding in New York and New Jersey. And so we're just gonna get into a few videos going into those, man. All right. I think like 8 to 12 people have been pronounced dead. And yeah, man, we're just gonna get into a few short videos. This lesson won't be long. And some scriptures, man. Lord willing that this lesson is edifying. Salakia. I got it hooked up to my PlayStation. So let me disconnect that. Let me disconnect
Remnants of Ida have caused a roadway to crumble. Fairview Lane in Portsmouth looks like an earthquake hit. You can see water rushing underneath the rubble in a car halfway into a large hole. Just incredible damage there this morning.
That was short. I actually wanted to see that, man.
But at this point, we want to now switch gears. Want to head over into Center City, where they're not dealing with tornado damage, but flood damage right now.
Significant flooding there in Center City, and we're expecting Philadelphia officials to give us an update at 11 o'clock this morning, which, of course, we'll bring to you right here live.
But right now, we want to join Matt Petrillo. Hey, Matt, how are you doing? So he's going to show us additional damage. He's right near the Vine Street Expressway.
Yeah, we're doing okay right now. We are on the 22nd off-ramp of the Vine Street Expressway, you know, one of the main arteries in and out of the city, but no one is getting through here. It is completely submerged. If you take a closer look between the height of the water level and under the bridge, you could see it's really only about 3 or so feet between them. You know, and this is an area where tractor trailers get through all the time here by 22nd Street in Center City, and this is happening as the city's famed Made in America Festival is just days away. So it's going to be definitely a lot of traffic troubles for the thousands of people who go to that concert. You can see this is a road sign here on the Vine Street Expressway that's, you know, almost completely submerged, and some trees as well. And if you keep on panning, we can show you where all
and that's in
this water
Philadelphia.
is coming from. These are the
This
parts
is in New York, I believe.
President Biden's going to be delivering remarks on his response, the administration's response to Hurricane Ida, and perhaps the aftermath. Dovetail that into the discussion about infrastructure spending. How much is this going to be a related discussion? And after market, we get perhaps a view into the chip shortage, into some of the demand for stay-at-home types of remote working devices. Broadcom reporting earnings, as well as HP and DocuSign. John.
Lisa, thank you. Let's turn to the main event. Rob Carolyn joins us now, Bloomberg meteorologist. Rob, it's always good to catch up with you, sir. Unfortunately, at a difficult time for this city and beyond. Rob, let's just talk about how historic the event of yesterday evening actually was.
Well, we're talking about a 1 in 500 year event, Jonathan. If you talk about just the pure statistics, there's less than a 2%, 0.2% chance of this happening every year. The rainfall totals for the Central Park are just remarkable. As you mentioned, over 3 inches in 1 hour last night. 2 hours, 4.65 inches of rain fell. In 3 hours, 5.2 inches fell. The total for 6 hours, 6.82 inches. There is not a pumping system in the country that could handle that type of rainfall in a metropolitan area. New Orleans can't handle it. The only place we could have put that type of rain would have been into the Grand Canyon.
Rob Carolyn, you are the
Man,
adult
look at the
in
cars
room,
flooded.
and I want to cut to the chase on climate change in a 1 in 500 year statistic. It's changed, hasn't it? Do we need to get used to this?
Oh, boy, that's such a complex question, Tom. The big issue is we got to keep in mind that the oceans are definitely warmer than they've been in the last 30 years. These storm systems feed on warm water. We had a phenomenal flow around a really well-developed circulation with Ida because it was so intense going inland. It kept that circulation. There was a great connection of tropical moisture last evening and yesterday afternoon right up the East Coast, and then north of that warm, moist air, we had cool air. So you have this warm, moist air colliding with the cool air. You're effectively wringing out the precipitation as well as you possibly can do with a rainfall rate of, I think it was about 4 inches an hour at Newark Airport. They had half an inch of rain in 6 minutes time. So when you're wringing the precipitation out that efficiently, it's just remarkable to see it. But this has happened in the past. Between 1970 and 1999, 60% of the flooding deaths have been due to inland flooding, freshwater flooding. When Camille in '69 went through the Central Appalachians, it dumped 20 inches of rain in less than 24 hours. That's the really bad thing with these strong hurricanes. Even though they're far inland from where they make landfall, they are usually prodigious rain producers. And that's exactly what happened with the remnants of Ida last night going across the tri-state area, even into New England. We've had the south coast of New England pick up 5 to 7 inches of rain from this storm system.
Rob, but the
Yeah,
thing
so
is,
like Philadelphia, New York, Rhode Island, and shit looks like Boston right here.
The roll call pandemic, and then your friend goes, "Oh, you didn't know you could claim 750 cash
So yeah,
out?"
man,
No,
the Lord is
I did not know. If
doing
and
work, man.
buses are up to their bumpers in floodwaters in Waltham. Anna Myler is at that scene with the latest on what's happening there. Anna.
And Brianna, this is just a wild scene here in Waltham. You can see here behind me, there are 8 school buses that are stuck in floodwater. This is from the remnants of Hurricane Ida. You can see that the water is basically covering the tires on these school buses. Waltham police tweeted out that they are expecting delays this morning and asking people to be patient because there are so many of these buses that are stuck in this parking lot right now, just underneath this flood water. And so this is on Lexington Street in
Salakia, y'all. Salakia.
Unbelievable video out of Portsmouth, Rhode Island.
Salakia.
And buses are up to their bumpers in
underneath this flood water. And so this is on Lexington Street in Waltham. When you're driving down the road, you really can't see this. This is in the back of an O'Reilly's parking lot. So if you pull into the O'Reilly's auto shop and then continue into the back, this all of a sudden appears out of nowhere, and it's just kind of an unbelievable sight. You can't believe your eyes to see these 8 large school buses just buried in the water. And as you can see, the flooding extends back further into this parking lot. This looks like it's a car wash shop right here on the other side of this parking lot, and they're also dealing with a lot of flooding there too. So this is obviously deep water to be up to the bumpers of these school buses. The tires are underwater. So just a pretty unbelievable sight here. This all, of course, from the very heavy rain that came so fast this morning. Again, Waltham police.
Sudden, hey, we gonna have to get that. We gonna have to get that, man. Let's see. In Isaiah 30. Salakia. Let me see here. We'll start at a Man, this whole chapter is so good. We'll start at 11. No, we'll start at 9. Isaiah 39. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that would not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. And that's what most of the people want to hear, man. They want to hear smooth things. You want to hear funny shit like the crate challenge, football getting ready to go on. You don't want to hear things about famine. You don't want to hear that the Lord is angry, that judgment is around the corner. You don't want to hear these things, okay? Verse 11, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease before us. You niggas are not trying to hear the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, you trying to learn and dibble and dabble in every other doctrine, but the doctrine that you're supposed to be in, man, drinking from your own cistern, if you will. Verse 12, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise his word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and at an instant. And this is what's happening, man. All right. That quick judgment on these people came swiftly and sudden in an instant, man. No one thought that the landfall of these upper cities would be affected by the hurricane, man. Overnight. All right, you walk outside and your whole damn car is underwater. And my rib works for an insurance company. And in her backlog, yesterday she said that she had literally hundreds of calls. Literally hundreds of calls from these people claiming their insurance, man, from this the Lord's judgment. All right, and this is just a minor judgment, man. Okay, this is just minor judgment. Wait till 400, 500 people die in an earthquake or in a flooding. All right, this is just small judgment. This is Second Esdras 9, and we'll start. Let me see. Man, we'll start at 1. And he answered me then and said, measure the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, and the Lord has told us that these things would come, man. Okay. And we are measuring the time diligently, man, through prophecy. All right. And current news events that's going on, man, that gives us the indication that we are getting close to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's return. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of those things that were from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And this is what we're getting ready to see, man. All right. Let me see if there was anything else. Nope. That's it, man. That's really pretty much when it goes down into the judgment. All right. But yeah, man, record flooding like never before seen, man. All right. This is Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And that flame of devouring fire is ultimately going to be thermonuclear missiles, man. All right. And I got that word for tempest in the blue letter. And
Strong's H 5591. First reading. Sa'ar. Sa'ar.
Sa'ar.
Second reading. Sa'ara. Sa'ara.
Sa'ar and Sa'ara. All right, and it says tempest, storm, whirlwind, and that's what we witnessed. Okay, a hurricane, man. All right, tempest and great storm, man. A hurricane. Let me see if they have anything else in here. Yeah, 2:21 and 2 Kings 2 and 1. So like, and it came to pass that when the Lord Yahweh would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went up from Elisha from Gilgal. All right, and that whirlwind is talking about a chariot in this particular passage. But yeah, man, storm, tempest, whirlwind, hurricane, tornado, all those types of things, man. Okay. Last one and we'll get out of here, man. Like I said, this lesson won't be too long. This is Psalms 66, 1 through 4. It says, make a joyful noise unto power, all ye lands. Verse 2, sing forth the honor of his name, make his praise glorious. And that's what we are doing, man. The elect and in the kingdom of heaven, all you people will worship the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai and his name. All right, his name. Okay. Verse 3, say unto power, how terrible art thou in thy works. Through the greatness of thy power shall thy enemies submit themselves unto thee. And you niggas gonna, before it's said and over with, you niggas gonna understand and know that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai has cast his judgment, man. All right. Record flooding, man. All right. And I think it was like between 8 to 12 people only ended up dying in the New York flooding. We don't know the casualties down in New Orleans yet. All right. But I mean, they declared a national emergency down there. Okay. Verse 4, all the earth shall worship thee and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name, Selah. And all the world will eventually know that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai has cast judgment, man, upon these people. Okay. So this is just a quick lesson going over what happened, man. And this is also just the beginning. All right. A lot more coming. Lord willing, I come back to you later on with another video, man. Shalom.